Greetings, pod fans! It's day 2 of Pod Vida. Pod videos himself every day in April. And today I want to talk about my dog and how having him has completely changed my life. And I'm hoping that this will work as a warning and like a preparation kind of a thing to give some idea to any potential dog parents out there, people who will eventually get a dog, to give them an idea of what to expect. I made something similar a couple of months ago, but recycling is very important for the environment. So first of all, I just want to say I've had Ace for about 4 months now. We got him in late November, so yes, he's been a part of my life for quite a while now. And I do need to say that having him has been one of the best and most difficult things that I have ever done. Bringing an animal into your life will never be easy, but here are some kind of specifics so that, you know, you have some idea, something to go by. And I'm also going to go pro, con, just to make sure it's not all doom and gloom and all of that. So first of all, seeing a dog progress is just this amazing feeling. I could have cried the first time that he sat without seeing a treat. Thinking about how much he used to nip and bite and just, you know, he didn't know what he was doing, but he used to do it constantly. And compared to now, I'm blown away. He is just so much better. Which, so proud. And then just thinking about how much he has grown physically over the past couple of months. Like, he used to be this tiny little baby who would fit in my hand, and now he's a chunk. So then for the con, it's the other end of the nipping and biting. Like, he's so good now, but there was a point where I broke down and cried a couple of times because of just how difficult it was, and he doesn't understand. And he doesn't understand English. It's so tough to just make him understand that, like, you can't do that. It hurts me. It's like, it is physically and mentally taxing. And the amount of time, like, a few times. It wasn't a lot, but I did break down and I ugly cried because I just wanted him to do well. I wanted him to be good, and it's hard. As I said, he is so much better now. So like with consistency and with training and just working with him, it's gotten so much better. But I do want to just give my whole truth and say how hard it was, and just how happy I am now. So it's it ain't easy. Another pro is the constant companionship. I get out of bed to go hang out with him, and one of the last things I do before going to bed at night is I put him into bed. He is like this constant in my life, and having something that is just there all of the time, it's very rewarding. Like, he is just there, he looks to me to see what are we doing next. Anything that I want to do, he's following me, and he's just like, oh, where are we going? What do we do? And of course he falls asleep under my desk while I'm working. So that is the cutest. The con to that, him being a constant, is that he doesn't care how I feel. If I'm extra tired on a day, or if I'm sick, or whatever could be up in my life, he still needs lots of exercise. He needs constant attention. He needs all of these things. And whatever's going on in my life, if I'm tired, if I'm sick, he doesn't care. So it can be quite tough when you wake up in the morning and you're like, I would love to go back to sleep. I would love to have a nap. But he is off the walls, bouncing off of things, and, you're kind of like, I'm just going to lie down on the couch. And he is inspecting your face with his tongue. Yeah, that can be very tough, but it's something you just get over. He needs to be looked after, so we look after him. An unexpected pro that I did talk about in my previous video is just the socializing. Having a dog makes people want to talk to you. And you have conversations with people that you don't, would never really have stopped you, or you would have never stopped to talk with. This happens quite a lot in the estate that I live in. People just stop me. And they're like, oh, hello, puppy, where were you? How is he? How old is he? How is he getting on? Is he good? It's, old, young, any age, people just talk to you. They're like, yo, you have a dog. I would like to talk about that dog. It's very fun. It's very different. It's not what my life was like before. I'm a very headphones on, walking from A to B and ignoring everyone. So yeah, that's fun. And also just acquaintances that you might not stop on the street or you're like, I don't know if I should, this is awkward. They'll be like, oh, dog. So yeah, it is very interesting. Just the amount of socializing that is involved in just owning a dog. And the final con I'm going to talk about, there are probably more, but this is what stuck out in my mind while I was writing this. But yeah, a big con, and it can be a big con, because it's difficult, is the cost. The actual monetary cost of owning a dog. It's financially a lot. So there are the expected costs, like anything you might spend to get the dog. There is bedding, there is food, there is, leads, collars, anything that, you think of owning a dog and you're like, oh, that is what I would need to start off. You can get cheap things and whatever, but it is a cost. No matter how much you spend, it's going to be a cost. So that is something to keep in mind. And then there are the unexpected costs. For example, hypothetically, let's imagine a dog developed, an ear infection on, let's just think of a random, St. Patrick's Day. And the vet is closed other than for emergencies. And you've never had this before. The dog is in distress. He's not happy. So you end up spending emergency costs to go and see a vet. Yeah, this did happen. 17th of March, woke up and there was liquid coming out of his ear and things, and I had to pay that. He was in distress. I could have waited until Saturday, which would have been their next normal opening day, but yeah, that would have been 2 whole days of him just being unhappy. It did look not nice, and he was just doing this head shake as if he was just trying to get the irritation or the pain away. So I paid for it, of course, always. Yes, that is something that you would need to know. Yeah, personal experiences, anecdotes, woohoo! And also there are just toys, which, you would think is an expected thing, but replacements for toys. Ace really, really likes soft toys. I'm going to do a review and just go through the things that he has played with and destroyed eventually. But yeah, just as a quick thing, he really likes soft toys. They take up a lot of his attention. He's quiet. He's just like, oh yeah, I'm playing with this. Did you see this thing that I have in my mouth? Yeah, let's hang out. I'm bringing this, by the way. But the fact that he likes them, he's got teeth, and they usually last about a day to 2 days before he gets through them, gets a hole in it, and then it has to be taken away because, the inside of those, the stuffing, probably not good for puppies, and we do not want to just allow him to eat things that going to make him sick. So yeah, there are probably other unexpected costs that I just haven't thought of, but yeah, having a dog can be financially draining. Even if, you do need kind of a dog budget and you do need emergency money just in case. So yeah, those are some things. If you have any questions, if you would like me to elaborate on any of the points that I made a little bit more, or yeah, if you want to know anything more about my dog, let me know in the comments. I'll probably respond. I might make another video answering those in video format, but yeah, I am in no way a dog expert, but these are just my personal anecdotes from having a dog for about 4 months. And I assume that over the next few months and years, more things will crop up, and maybe I'll tell you about those. But yeah, I hope you're having a good Saturday. It is the 2nd of April. We're just about started, but yeah, I will talk to you all tomorrow. Slán.